Hello and welcome to our December 2021 box. Isn't it a beauty? I've looked forward to this one for ages. It's one of my favourite designers. It's Greta Tollner from Attergy Crochet, and when we work with Greta we know that we're going to get something really special, very colourful, intricate, and she really has come up trumps for our beautiful December, and in fact our last subscription box. So what a way to go out with this beauty. Greta has created this sort of Christmas or holiday centerpiece for us, and matching sort of mats or placemats or whatever you'd like to call them, table mat. I don't know, I'm not sure I could put a soup tureen or anything on these beauties, but maybe a poinsettia, I don't know. Anyway, it's, as I said, with Greta's designs, they're always intricate and lovely and involved and fun to make. This is one that's really going to keep you busy, and so much colour, utterly joyful to make. So should we get on and have a look at how to do that? Right then, so I obviously cannot show you the full piece on my little phone camera here because the piece is big and beautiful, but I can show you enough that you can see that it's made up with these diamond shaped pieces. All right, so quite a lot of the video is going to be focusing on how you make those diamond shaped pieces, and then we'll be looking at how to join it together with this silver to create, I mean, that's incredible, isn't it? It's like a little snowflake in the middle there, beautiful. So sort of two main parts, if you like, to the project. So let's have a little look at how these diamonds look by themselves before they're all joined together. Okay, here is one that I've made earlier, slightly wobbly, but I'm going to be sort of blocking them out and making them look all neat and gorgeous before I join it together. And this is a fully completed diamond. So we've got a centre circle, which is made separately. Okay, so it starts off life like that. And then the bulk of the diamond is created from the centre point outwards, and then you attach that centre circle with the lovely silver thread in this star pattern, which is incredibly well thought out and easy to achieve, in fact. So in fact, on this one diamond you've got two parts, the centre part and then the rest of it that's built out from underneath. And there are a lot of colours here, and the way that we sort of track which colours we're going to be using is with the colour scheme chart, which you will find in your pattern book. I've just got a A4 printed version that I've printed off here just to show you in nice clear detail. A quick note on organisation of your yarn, and of course I am nobody to lecture anybody on organisation, but this is quite helpful. There's a lot of yarn, a lot of different colours, and they're quite sort of subtly different from each other, some of the shades, so you may find it useful to make yourself a sort of little colour chart. And the way Greta has done it, you can see here, is she snipped a little bit of yarn from each ball and wrapped it around or knotted it around the label, so she can easily see, or you can easily see the colour that you will be working with. So sometimes the name is not quite enough to sort of guide you really. And one other thing, when you are matching those colours or ticking off the list of colours that you've got in your box, you may find that you've got one that is different to the list. Please don't worry about that. All you need to do is cross off that colour from your list and replace it with the colour of the ball of yarn that you have got. We've had to do that because unfortunately the courier bringing the yarn to us from Rico managed to misplace an entire shipment. So Rico have been magnificent replacing it for us at the last moment, but by necessity some of the colours are slightly different. We've made sure you only get one change in your box, not the four that were affected. So do not worry about it. It will not affect the overall you know, the overall appearance of the project. It will still be very, very beautiful. We've used pretty much the whole palette, so it should blend quite happily in. So please don't worry about it. Like I said, if you've got a replacement, if you've got a substitute, just cross off the one that's missing and put in the name of the one that you've got. I'm recording this at the time of things being missing. They may yet recover it, and this may all be for nothing, but just in case, that's the reason. Right, so each column, we've got numbers 1 to 12 here. Each of those represents a single diamond, like so. Okay, so if I'm looking at this section here, this is the section that's going to make up that main piece, you know, that silver edged piece. And I know I've got to make 12 diamonds to complete it. So each of the columns represents one diamond. And what's happening is in the columns where we've got a number or a letter, that means we're going to be using that particular colour on that particular diamond. So for example, on diamond number 1, we're not doing anything with turquoise because there's nothing in there. We start on diamond number 1 with C1. Now C1 is the centre circle. Do you remember that little bit that is attached later? Okay, so C1 is circle 1 or centre 1, however you want to call it. If you want to, you can go through this whole chart and pick out all the C1s and make yourself a lovely little pile of these, which is very, very pleasing if that's what you want to do. Or you can work down each column and complete the diamonds as you go, which is what I've chosen to do because I just like to see something sort of for my work completed quickly, because that's how I work. So let's have a look at how that works then. So C1 is this centre circle. That's done. I could tick that off. My next part is rounds 1 and 2, and they are always made in the same colour because they are, if I turn this over, appalling when we've seen Greta's, isn't it? But 1 and 2 is that lavender circle there. So you can see it's like a two round thing, can't you? And that remains the same throughout. So always rounds 1 and 2 are always made with the same colour. All right. So, you know, they're different colours, but what I mean is in each diamond, 1 and 2 stays in the same colour. So 2 rounds of the same colour. There you go. That works better, doesn't it? We then move on to round 3. So here we've got P. Round 4, here we've got papaya. Round 5, and so on. And finally, we've got surface stitch, SS, surface stitch. Okay, so surface stitch is this lovely little chain stitch that's going around the edge. All right, so that you've even been told sort of which colour to do. I mean, obviously, if you want, you can go completely rogue and do your own thing, but there's such a lot of combinations here. I'd be amazed if you didn't manage to accidentally sort of hit one of the combinations anyway, but that is what we are looking at here. Now, if you look at the little key underneath, this is explained. So we've got SS is surface slip stitch, C1 is circle round 1, and 1, 2 to 7 is rounds 1 to 7 of the diamond parts. Now on the main one, it's all silver, so not listed. But on the other two, you will see we have got round 7 listed. And by the other two, I mean the not double-decker ones. These are the ones I mean. On those pieces, round 7 is listed, and it is simply to show you which colour yarn you use to join the diamonds together. You can see different colours here. We'll refer back to it as we go, but I think what we need to do now is look at those rounds individually and see what we need to do.